Hello, my name is Josh and welcome back to FPL Graduates. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the top three captaincy picks for Game Week 5. It's a midweek game week, hence why it's just me and not Ben. We're having to mix up the content a little bit to get the quick turnaround. But yeah, I'll be discussing all three captaincy picks with Ben's opinions too rolled in there as well. So bear with us and we'll get through all three of them. So first up, it is going to be none other than Erling Haaland, the hat-trick hero of Game Week 4. What a performance he had against Crystal Palace. Someone who I sort of wrote off in terms of the captaincy. I just didn't expect, him to go that nuclear against Palace. But you can see in these underlying stats, when he does play, he's just unbelievable and he's most likely to get the big returns. We saw that against Palace. But the key thing here this week is that we heard that Guardiola is saying that Haaland, in a week where there's 3 games, he's not going to be playing every single game. And that is very interesting to hear. Obviously, Nottingham Forest is probably their easiest fixture right now. So there's a lot of chance that he might be rotated in this fixture. Maybe not from the start. Maybe he starts and gets subbed off. We obviously are very unsure. It's a bit of a pep roulette situation. And I think that's, for me this week, enough to put me off the captaincy on Haaland. Although he's in great form, he's yet to blank this season so far. His stats are incredible. His heat map is exactly what you want in a number 9 forward. But yeah, I think it's that risk of rotation, plus the fact that, he's not harming you necessarily, just underneath the effective ownership, depending on your rank. I'm around 400k rank at the moment, and he's not harming me. He's actually benefiting me just at about 95% effective ownership. So compared to the other 2 options, they will negatively affect me because their ownership is so high. So yeah, it's one to bear in mind, but it's a great fixture. And if you really feel, or if we get any early team news that he's going to be starting, I think he's got to be having your armband this week. Next up is a controversial one. It is Mohamed Salah. He was my captain last week in Game Week 4 and didn't return in a 9-0 victory against Bournemouth. Absolutely crazy scenes in that game. I'm not sure how he did not get a goal, missing from 6 yards, 2 yards. It just weren't his day, but it doesn't mean he's a bad captaincy option. He's got Newcastle this week at home. Newcastle shown against the big teams like Man City already that they're not going to be pushed over. So it's going to be an interesting game. I think Mo Salah is probably going to be quite highly captained by a lot of people because they don't want to captain Haaland, and he's the sort of the second premium, so they're just going to chuck it on him. Ben has said to me that Mo Salah is currently his captain, just because he just believes in Mo and trusts him. He's obviously got such a great goal record in previous seasons gone by. I'm going to be devil's advocate. So far this season with Mo, he's not been getting those or converting those chances that we've seen, especially in the Bournemouth game is a great example to show that his, finishing has not been of the levels of seasons gone by. The goals that he scored have been quite scrappy and maybe, lucky that he's got those goals so far. The tapping against Fulham, Nunez maybe could have stuck that away. And then you got also the rebound header against United. So they're not exactly, typical Mo Salah goals that we've come to grips with, shall we say. And XG and XA compared to maybe someone like Haaland is quite low. So yeah, he's one to watch out for at the moment. I'm sure he'll come good. Maybe Newcastle at home is that sort of fixture where he will. I know Newcastle are without Matt Target still, so it could be a case that he's up against Dan Burn, which would be, in my opinion, a good matchup for him and should be something that he should be able to capitalize on. But yeah, he's a safe pick. Maybe if you don't want to take too much risk, I'd go with Mo Salah this week. So on to the third and final captaincy pick, and it is going to be my captaincy pick this week in terms of who I'm going with. I've pretty much locked it on, to be honest with you, unless I hear anything about Haaland in terms of team news, and it is Gabriel Jesus. Aston Villa this week for Arsenal, and from my personal perspective, I'll be using Aston Villa as a team to target right now. Gerrard doesn't know his best team. They are without Diego Carlos and Tyrone Mings. At the weekend against West Ham, where they lost 1-0, they fielded Callum Chambers and Ezri Konsa at centre-back. So it's not looking good at the back for Aston Villa. They've been quite poor all season, to be honest, and it's more for me this week in captaincy who is the worst team and who's the team that I want to target, rather than picking these 3 players, because all 3 of these players have shown they have the ability to go nuclear on their day. Jesus has been so unlucky not to get returns in all of his games so far. 2 goals, 3 assists, not too bad. XG and XA numbers quite low compared to maybe Salah and Haaland, but he's a very good player, and we've seen how good Arsenal have been so far this season. I expect him to get amongst the goals again against Aston Villa, and I expect Arsenal to almost just run over Aston Villa, to be honest. I was really not impressed with Aston Villa so far this season, and that is why Gabriel Jesus will be my captain this week for game week 5. So that wraps up our captaincy picks for this week. Let us know who you'll be captaining in the comments below. The deadline is approaching. It's 6 p.m. today on the Tuesday. It's a midweek game week, not a double game week before anyone else asks in the comments. It's just another game week. Game week 5 on its own, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, followed by game week 6 that starts on Saturday. So yeah, let us know who you're captaining in the comments. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. The Patreon link is in the description if you want us to rate your team as well. And until next time, I've been Josh. Thanks for watching, and have a good game week, everyone.